Zero.
Yeah.
If you know, if he wants to hear some stuff, I'll play it. But he's a great A&R in that sense, is that he just lets us do whatever we want. Yeah. I mean, I thought Fall Out Boy was one of our favorite bands at the time, and hearing that he was starting a new label, we thought that would be a great idea to try to get signed by, you know, a band or a label that was brand new that didn't have any bands. No, I'm taller than him now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, so I don't anymore. But he's still a great guy. Yeah, sure. Is that what you want me to say? Hey, this is Ryan, and you're watching our 60-second interview. Smashing a mandolin when I saved Spencer's life. Do you believe in magic? Aladdin because he was fucking awesome. You know what I mean? Chris Angel. Yeah, with my guitar solos every day. No. We had a lot of fun up there. I think I said something like, it's the end of the electric guitar era. Looking back, maybe it was a bad idea, because that guitar wasn't so bad after all. But I hated it that night, so I burned it alive. It's definitely something you don't know what, you know, could go either way. Surprising, I guess. No, we should start figuring out what we're going to play before we walk on stage. Really great. The fans have been really surprisingly excited, it seems like, at least from the few shows we did over here. So I don't know what we'll know what they really think in a few days. Cut the maddest thing. Measurements for certain body parts. That's what they asked. I don't know. A fan has scared me before, I think. You know when we wake up and you don't really know where you are, you're outside a venue on the bus and you step out and somebody screams. And it's just kind of a wake-up call. A little rattled, yeah. Well, I've been sleeping in the back lounge and I, for some reason, can hear when we pull up to the venues in the morning. It's a weird way to wake up. Jim Carrey. Big Jim Carrey, Adam Sandler fan. Yeah. Yeah. Batman. No, actually, I don't give a shit. Yeah. I know. That's why we're giving you these crazy answers. Yeah, it's just really Japanese bootleg B-sides already out on the internet, you know? I think we're already playing it. Probably Maddest Rabbits is the most fun live one, just because it's, you know, we wrote it with Eric there, and so he's there on tour, and we're all playing it.
Feels like the studio.
It feels like being in the studio, in a way. Forget about that, huh? Goodbye. Hi, I'm Ryan, and we are from Panic at the Disco, and you're watching NME.com. 15. John's on it. John's singing on it. I'm singing on it. John plays guitar on it. He didn't do that on the last one. I play harmonica. So that's why it's like 20 things. That's like asking you who your favorite kid is. You know, if you're a parent of 15. Yeah, I'm curious to see your moves. Can you do the guitar thing? There was a song tentatively called Surprise, so that's a surprise. And yeah, there's lots of them. I want it to be like when you're walking through like a fun house and like things jump out at you and you get scared for a minute, but then you're like, oh, that was kind of fun. Yeah. That's what it's... Yeah, we called the album Pretty Odd because that's kind of what it sounded like to us. You're gonna sound... Yeah, just not explain it because it's gonna be... yeah. Yeah.
Said that.
No, because now they're not anymore. That was me. I came up with it. I came up with all of it.
He came up with it.
With both words.
Both words.
I already told you why. Pretty Odd.
Pretty Odd, yeah.
Came up with Pretty Odd. Thanks. The backyard, but we don't have the backyard anymore. When we want to go be creative. What?
Weather.
It's goodbye from me, and you've been watching NME.com. Side projects for myself, no, I'm pretty focused on just doing this right now. But one-off stuff, yeah, I mean, there's a bonus track on our album that I sang with Z from The Like. We covered an Everly Brothers song, and that you can find that. One-off stuff, yeah, I'd be totally down for. If anybody wants to call me, I'm home. But yeah, side projects, at least for me, not at this point. I mean, with record sales going down, it doesn't discourage me. It definitely hurts bands and artists because with touring now, you know, people aren't touring as well either. So yeah, I mean, it's not discouraging. It's not like if you don't go platinum anymore, it's like you didn't have a big record. It's just hard to gauge the scale on, you know, how many records sold now is equivalent to platinum 5 years ago. I don't know. The only way you can really tell is if people are coming to your shows and are excited about the music. You don't even know how many people bought it or downloaded it, but the people there are there because they want to be. Well, I wish I could play a couple of different ones. I wish I could play drums. I don't think I would be a drummer, but it would be nice to be able to, if I'm trying to show a drummer an idea, that I could even do it at all. And I'm going to get a piano in the house too and start picking that back up. I used to be able to play a little bit, and I haven't in a while, so probably those two. You know, songwriting is, I've never looked at it as like, well, this is for this project, so it's got to sound like this, and this is for this. When we started this, it was just an evolution of my songwriting, just as it has come from for the past couple of years. It wasn't like, oh, we're starting this, so we want to sound like this kind of a band. Granted, I got to do a little bit more, had more freedom with this project and singing lead and things like that, and the way the sonics of the album sound, I guess maybe we looked at differently. We played it live mostly, and with minimal miking, and kind of made it sound gritty. When we started the band, it wasn't really much different because John and I had been writing together for a couple of years prior to this. When we found the other guys, it was pretty natural as well. We didn't really have tryouts or anything like that. Everybody that we met through friends of friends, or John had known Andy for years, and so it was pretty organic, I guess, the way the entire group got together as well. Well, some of the differences from major and indie labels is when I call it the indie label, they answer the phone. It just seems more personal, you know. People know you by name over there, and when you can't really trust people in this business, it's nice to have that. Well, I'm listening to all kinds of stuff. These girl group compilations called Girl Group Sounds, Lost and Found, just like 4 discs of stuff I never heard. Smokey Robinson, you know, Jackie DeShannon, all those Nuggets compilations. Whatever Joe Meek produced, I've been digging into. How much time do you have?
Puppy. Hey, caught you.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Ready? Basketball cat.
Dance.
Ryan.
This.
In Reading. This thing. Better than last year. Yeah, I mean, I was pretty happy that we made it through the first song. Yeah. Yeah. You know, so, because after that point, it's like, well, it can't be worse than last year. So.
We were pretty.
I
definitely got.
He actually leaned into one. Exactly. I was just.
But it's.
I'm John. That's Ryan. We're in the Young Veins. I'm Ryan. That's John, actually. Neither do we. I guess we started liking different kinds of music and it became harder and harder to compromise, so. That was a nice sentence. You're a professional, aren't you? We were super into Motown stuff and early soul records. Phil Spector produced stuff, and then British Invasion stuff, so. It's gonna be the album of the summer, so I'm told.
He already.
No one's actually
certified it.
Some kids come up to me and, you know, say, yeah, at first I was really upset about it, and now I think it's for the best. And it's nice to hear that sometimes, you know. You don't want people to hate you. Do I look like I mind? Does this look like a guy that minds things? I'll do anything for a price.
For $100.
Yes, that's my price for anything.